They are the student government vice presidents and senators, the orientation head staff members, the lead team directors, the senior resident assistants, and the academic service and sister head chairs of their sororities and fraternities. They are the change makers. They are the Isabella Cannon Leadership Fellows. The Fellows Program's namesake, Isabella Cannon, was a steadfast believer in helping to develop leaders who would create positive change for the common good. And as I can attest to the amazing leadership that these fellows have demonstrated over the past 4 years, they are ready to utilize their talents and challenge the world to become a better place. Leadership Fellows have organized a brief video to give you a glimpse of what they've learned through the program and how they've grown as individuals and leaders.
It has been my privilege to work with the Leadership Fellows class of 2012. Leadership Fellows choose and are chosen to come together to learn, create dynamic change, explore, and make a positive difference. I share many laughs and fond memories with this class. I especially enjoy this time of year as we come together to reflect on who we have become. And it all began 4 years ago.
During phase 1, we had the chance to all take a global class together with Bob Anderson. And it was my first class in college, and we were all in the same boat. And I was just really excited at the fact that I got to hang out with these people even more in a class setting that I met early on because I came here a couple days early, and I really got to know them.
During phase 1, I learned a lot about myself and who I wanted to become. But most importantly, I gained a family. One that became a lot closer over the last several years, and one that will continue to grow for a lifetime.
I think my favorite part of phase 1 was just interacting with my fellow ICLP members and getting to know them, because phase 1 provided me with people that would grow to be my best friends, and that's more than I could have ever expected or asked for.
My favorite memory from phase 2 occurred during winter term when we took a field trip up to New Jersey and Washington, D.C. The bus ride was definitely unforgettable. I had a great time with my friends. We were giggling the entire way while watching different movies about leadership.
One of my favorite experiences from phase 2 was working on the lead lab with Campus Rec, where I had one of my best learning experiences as a fellow because I learned how to deal with conflict with friends, failure with friends, and using that as a learning experience to find success rather than just settling with failure.
I really enjoyed working with other members of phase 2, and I learned what it means to work with a group of leaders. I learned the importance of being a follower, and that sometimes you need to take a step back and learn the role of being a follower instead of always trying to lead.
The thing that I enjoyed most about the phase 3 program was the personal change component. The reason I enjoyed it the most was because I was confronted with a lot of failure. It's really hard to make a change, and change is essential in leadership. That's really what it's all about. You're trying to adapt to times and lead an organization through change.
My favorite aspect of phase 3 was the personal change component. As a leader, we tend to get wrapped up and overwhelmed in everything else that's going on. But something I learned is you can't be an effective leader if you're not taking care of yourself, and to lean on the support system around you, especially the one that we've created here in the Fellows Program.
During phase 3, I was 2,000 miles away in London, trying to change an organization in Elon. I was frustrated, but coming back to phase 4 and having the roadmap for what that organization needed to change, it was inspiring to see others take that change on and make the organization what it is today.
In phase 3, I learned the importance of reflection. Stopping and asking myself, why am I involved with this service initiative, with this organization? What's my motivation behind that? And also, what am I learning? What am I gaining? How am I growing through this experience?
My favorite memory for phase 4 is definitely the monthly dinners that we have where we all get together and discuss our legacy projects and kind of get advice from each other, and we also bring in different speakers during these dinners which give us advice about life or projects, and most importantly, I think, life after Elon.
From phase 4, my favorite experience was seeing my project come to fruition
and seeing all of the different people and all of the different skill sets that I had gained in the past 3 years come together to work on one project that I know will make an impact on this campus for a really long time.
During our retreats, freshman and senior year, we were asked to decorate a bag with our name on it and then write notes to our classmates. Doing this activity as freshmen was a little superficial because we'd only known each other for 2 weeks. But as seniors, being able to read how much I've impacted my classmates and how much they've impacted me was a great way to really recognize how much we truly have empowered and encouraged each other.
An understanding that I gained from this experience was that everywhere that you go, you should take something and you should leave something. And I feel like my legacy project is something I left, but the satisfaction of knowing who I really am was something that I will take on with me forever.
I am a confident leader.
I am inspired.
I am more reflective.
I am a problem solver.
I am more confident.
I am.
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 The misfits.
The rebels.
The troublemakers.
The round pegs and square holes.
The ones that see things differently. We do not believe in barriers.
We are not fond of the rules.
We usually make our own.
You can quote us,
Disagree with us.
Glorify or vilify us.
But the only thing you can't do is ignore us.
Because we change things.
We are the ones who push the human race forward.
Some see us as the crazy ones.
But we see genius.
Because the ones who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world
are the ones that do.
So I sat there listening to all these amazing accomplishments, and now I stand here before you and I have nothing more eloquent to say than, wow. So I'm going to lean on the words of someone who's much more eloquent than I. Mahatma Gandhi wrote, "The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. Those who work to close the gap between what they do and what they're capable of doing will be the leaders of the 21st century. These students are such leaders. Parents, family members, friends of these amazing students, it is my pleasure to say, on behalf of my colleagues here at Elon, it has been an honor being part of your students' journey. Thank you for your trust in us and for becoming part of the Elon family. Please join us and your students at a reception on the patio just outside, and for those who might want a seat in a room in the Isabella Cannon Center right next door, there will be chairs there available for you too. So thank you and congratulations.